Perfect.
Perfect.
And you stood right there and said your work was perfect and I should trust you.
Because the place needs to look perfect for the InStyle shoot.
No, it's perfect.
Sex robots look so perfect and perform almost every function.
That's so perfect for the witness stand, you know.
完成时，完美的，使完美。
Perfectly.
Perfectly.
And there's perfectly good pour right here.
I think I got a little number. It's going to fit you just perfectly.
Tons of people make the choice to be alone and they're perfectly happy.
As most of you know, I'm Patty, and we love this class because it falls perfectly between Little Gym and Survival Swim class.
You can make a wine too perfectly.
完全的。
Perform.
Perform.
Had her perform oral sex in your car?
Never.
I'm very, very sad that she'll never see me perform.
Perform other services.
进行，行动。
Performance.
Performance.
And now, the performance for the benefit of the witness is over.
I'm saying enough with performance art.
Lenny himself, and you see it in Hoffman's performance, not here, but in the earlier one where he's first doing it.
There's a performance tonight at midnight.
Well, it doesn't have to be a performance.
施行。
Performer.
Performer.
Performer. Who gives the people what they want.
And speaking of someone who's unapologetically herself, she is our first performer of the night, performing a medley from her iconic discography. Give it up for Julie Black.
Our next performer is here to sing Future Is Now from her upcoming album.
What a performer.
You mean the performer?
表演者。
Perfume.
Perfume.
I put a drop of perfume.
Him, the nose, the perfume designer with the uncanny sense of smell, and you, the brilliant chemist.
Little ball of sleaze named Baddest helps to recruit some of the girls from the perfume counter.
What, do you like the perfume on my stationery, you fairy? I like my perfume.
香水，撒香水鱼。
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
And perhaps you're looking at him like the boy he was rather than the man that he is now.
Catch you later, perhaps.
Perhaps my self-worth is made up of how other people see me.
Perhaps you'd be kind enough to see he gets it.
Until the thought began to dawn on Susan that perhaps...
也许。
Peril.
Peril.
Do you swear to uphold the duties and responsibilities of a citizen of the United States of America, to defend her in time of peril?
I think I've avoided nice guys like you my whole life at my own peril.
It's a long story, full of life and death peril, high drama misdemeanor.
But I have led you into such peril. The cartoon peril was no more.
危险，置于险境。
Perimeter.
Perimeter.
At that point, they will overrun our perimeter.
These things circle the perimeter and get in behind us. There's nothing between them and vision.
If you're lucky, you get to stay in the perimeter at night. And then you pull a 3-hour guard shift.
Major, I want the perimeter patrol to the west end of the island.
Stark, you got the perimeter.
周长。
Period.
Period.
And if you look at it, you'll notice the time sequence indicates a 3-month period.
Cordelia, you weren't in 5th period.
Getting a period or something?
She got her period at the pool today.
You need discipline like I need to miss my period.
17，当时特有的就是这话。
Periodic.
Periodic.
But most people suffer periodic episodes, like the one you had on Monday.
But you must complete our program and agree to take periodic drug tests.
Didn't even exist on the periodic table.
That's the periodic table of elements.
周期的。
Periodical.
Periodical.
Capable of exerting influence on the editorial direction of any periodical or journal.
Instead, they made the Police Gazette a periodical of note.
It's arguably a harder job than editing a small periodical.
She was a journalist for an English periodical.
Talking of the village, by the by, I don't know if you're thinking of sending any of your efforts here to some periodical, but there's just one thing.
期刊，定期出版的。
Peripheral.
Peripheral.
Are you concerned about criminal matters peripheral to the Night Owl murders?
But anything that's peripheral, like cameras in the hallways, shredders in the count rooms, everything else cuts out.
I'll go upstairs, I'll bag whatever peripheral evidence I could find.
My peripheral, I can see him.
Weight, height, peripheral vision set.
周边的
Periphery.
Periphery.
A partner named Sims Wakefield supervised the case for W&B, and Morgan worked on the periphery of the case.
If you drag me into this business, David, if my name even shows up on the periphery of this, David.
It's on the floor to my periphery.
Motion sensors all around the periphery.
There are people like on the periphery that sometimes I just wonder what it'd be like to kiss some of them, you know?
外围
Perish.
Perish.
It would be nothing short of madness for you, brave king, and your valiant troops to perish.
Jack must find his place in the new world or perish.
She may well perish with the shame of having such a mother.
That they would let it perish rather than you.
They are hard to perish.
毁灭毁坏
Permanent.
Permanent.
For the other, this is gonna be a permanent fucking vacation.
Don't know how I got myself in this situation, but what I like is a permanent vacation.
I think suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Rosenthaler's right to petition for parole was permanently revoked for the duration of his sentence.
This is about duty, your duty, to help me achieve permanent prosperity. 永久的烫发
Permeate.
Permeate.
And then all the ingredients permeate it, and over time, turn it into something wonderful.
I reckon give me a couple of years, and slowly but surely, all the names for gender will permeate my consciousness.
People say they don't taste like anything, but they totally permeate, even if it just touches a leaf.
Sickly, sweet smell of burning flesh will permeate the chamber.
Tell her that if she won't cooperate, it'll scotch her permit for all time and probably get her run out of the country as well.
弥漫透入
Permission.
Permission.
For permission? I don't need your permission, you know.
I'll just be coming along to complete a routine periodic driver evaluation. With your permission, of course.
Sir, who gave you permission to occupy these premises?
Well, technically, I don't need your permission.
许可
Permit.
Permit.
Sufficiently anxious to make their conclusions known, to permit experts who have been working on it to talk about it in general terms.
He says your permit is expired and that you can't fly your crates out of Jordan without one.
I have a permit for that. Permit me now to speak on behalf of Mordecai.
许可证允许容许
Perpetrate.
Perpetrate.
Because if any human being were going to perpetrate such a fantastic hoax, it would have been me.
I'm gonna perpetrate a great big whammy.
Now you want to perpetrate a kidnapping?
68 million children have been targeted by those who perpetrate this war.
Way you could perpetrate that amount of carnage and mayhem and not incur a considerable amount of paperwork.
做
Perpetual.
Perpetual.
Was living in a state of perpetual deja vu.
Like a perpetual sun providing renewable power for the whole world.
Like there's this older lady who has a condition that makes you feel like you're in a perpetual state of deja vu.
Like they're on a perpetual honeymoon.
There's been a perpetual and virulent lack of discipline upon my vessel. Why?
永久的
Perpetuate.
Perpetuate.
After they burned him at the stake, a secret society was founded to perpetuate its memory and preserve its secrets.
And it's things like this that add to a stigma, and I don't want to perpetuate anything.
I don't want to perpetuate a stereotype, but they say the Irish are a little hot-headed.
Why would you want me to perpetuate my general circumstances?
使永存
Perplex.
Perplex.
Dane, let's not perplex her.
I mean, trouble's come to perplex him, folks.
I never had a thing perplex me so.
This problem in dynamics greatly perplexed an American historian.
Well, you shouldn't feel this perplexed negatively on you.
使困惑
Perquisite.
Perquisite.
额外补贴
Persecute.
Persecute.
Do you think they persecute us to destroy nothing?
Love your enemy. And pray for those who persecute you.
Girls, as you hear, there's now been an attempt to persecute Mr. Lowther on our account.
Why do you persecute him?
Well, Why do you persecute me?
迫害
Persist.
Persist.
But if you persist in pointing guns in my direction, you'll hang for high treason.
If you persist, I'll meet you with my attorney.
Sir Hunter, you persist.
The bombings will continue as long as Britain's financial criminal institutions persist in their support of the illegal occupation of Northern Ireland.
Why do you persist?
坚持
Persistent.
Persistent.
Damn, Padre. You are persistent, aren't you?
I changed my name.
But he was persistent?
Persistent deja vu.
There are men who are plagued by the persistent love of an ugly woman.
Persistent residue of the departed.
固执的
Person.
Person.
Swedish massage from a real Swedish person.
I didn't tell Carlos because I knew I was the best person for the job and I wanted to prove it.
I kind of have this burning desire not to flunk all my classes, and I heard a rumor that you were the person to talk to if I wanted to get caught up.
If I go inside, I'll just be another person who's got to be saved.
Yes, but you're forgetting I'm a crazy person.
人
Personal.
Personal.
And whatever happened to keeping our professional and personal lives separate?
Ida Green, no sense of personal space, kind of smells like chicken, looks like a potato.
No, Don, it would be getting personal if I would say that the reason you bounce from market to market is because you're a loser.
Not for personal use.
Or they might have personal profiles on each and every one of us.
私人的
Personality.
Personality.
But I missed the personality adjustment.
It splits one person into half, distilling personality traits into two separate bodies.
14, like sync is like part of my personality.
Now it's just called borderline personality disorder.
Who's this? You split personality?
个性
Personalize.
Personalize.
Now you can personalize your flavors or opt by default for our in-house selection.
So you must have told you were to personalize, huh?
Thanks, but maybe could you personalize it a little?
Which is to personalize the boat.
We gotta personalize it.
使个人化
Personally.
Personally.
And personally, I think that it's for the best.
Personally, hell yeah.
Tons of greenhouse gases that you personally had a hand in stopping pollute the atmosphere with.
When people steal from me, I take it personally.
Not taking this personally, are you?
亲自的
Personnel.
Personnel.
All personnel must evacuate immediately.
Chief of Naval Personnel.
Cuts out the middlemen and uses U.S. military planes and personnel to transport pure number 4 heroin into the United States, and he's been doing so on a regular basis.
I'm afraid I can't have any private security personnel in the casino cages.
You will meet resistance requiring personnel with advanced combat abilities and innate knowledge of that ship.
人员
Perspective.
Perspective.
Gus, listen, while I very much would like to help you gain perspective on this, I do need to remind you that today is typically my day off.
I bet you'll come away with a whole new perspective. It's another perspective to consider.
Put things into perspective for a second.
You provide the food, I'll provide the perspective.
严谨透视的
Persuade.
Persuade.
And the spy who supposedly intercepted them was hired by you to persuade all of us.
And when I try to persuade him, he's a foreigner.
I imagine you could persuade any woman to do anything.
Can I persuade you to stay on for a day or two?
Perhaps next time we talk, I can persuade you that our interests are aligned.
劝服
Pervasive.
Pervasive.
Asperger's syndrome, which is a neurobiological, pervasive, developmental disability.
Giacometti was miserable and his mood was pervasive.
Not a pervasive element in today's modern American cinematic vision.
普遍的
Pessimistic.
Pessimistic.
Don't be pessimistic.
I have a very pessimistic view of life.
Maybe you're being a little pessimistic.
Pessimistic grumbling about how awful life is for all of us?
She thinks she loves him, but it's only because she mistakes his pessimistic despair for wisdom, believing he's a genius.
悲观的
Pest.
Pest.
A friend in need is a pest.
Hey, did you get that pest control?
Want a man who wants his money, a bawling pest with too
is a no pest zone.
You know how them little boys can be, real pests in general, can't they?
令人讨厌之物。
Pesticide.
Pesticide.
Each tank has a different fertilizer and pesticide.
He's committed pesticide.
Isn't there a pesticide that works on sex?
Why don't you go ahead and get yourself a flashlight and a can of pesticide and crawl down.
Bill? You're looking to find your penis for a piston, man. You keep smoking.
杀虫剂。
Pet.
Pet.
And naturally, that pet name was Jeffrey Epstein. When we found out he was pregnant, we decided to give the fetus a pet name before we even knew the sex.
Why'd you get my favorite pet?
Good. Would you be a pet male?
宠物，宠爱的，宠爱。
Petition.
Petition.
Given the 14 years already served, as well as its extraordinary level of cooperation with one of this office's most important investigations, we strongly endorse his petition for early release.
You filed a petition for a statewide referendum to fire all gay teachers and anyone who supports them.
Well, boys, you know what you can do with your petition.
Well, it was more important for him to go back to Scotland to petition the Grand Council so Colin and I could get married.
请愿，正式请求。
Petrol.
Petrol.
I've got the petrol.
It wasn't petrol.
It's petrol powered, and the septic tank will need a flush in a couple of weeks.
Petrol station.
Their tanks can stop for fuel at a petrol station.
汽油。
Petroleum.
Petroleum.
Our mission has nothing to do with this nuts petroleum fixation.
Petroleum Holdings, returning Iran's oil to its people.
Petroleum once turned petty thugs into world leaders.
Senorita, the petroleum situation was not created by nature like the drought or the olives or any of that.
The big story on Wall Street today is that Icebergs International has been bought out by Wametco Petroleum in order to secure tax benefits within the common market.
石油。
Pharmaceutical.
Pharmaceutical.
He was so proud of your research at the pharmaceutical company.
Major stockholder in Viadoxic Pharmaceutical.
Say you're starting with a base of 50 kilograms of pure pharmaceutical-grade pseudoephedrine powder. They told us we were part of a pharmaceutical study.
Well, Bob, I'm a lab technician for a leading pharmaceutical company, but I was born with a gift.
要学的，药品。
Phase.
Phase.
I mean, I went through my phase. I'd suggest a box of Oreos dunked in apple juice, but maybe she's over that phase.
Maggie, phase 2.
Speaking of, we should go over the next phase of the plan.
You are entering a new phase in your life.
17使调整相位。
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
About this particularly amazing agricultural phenomenon.
All of which makes the phenomenon less explicable, not more.
Good morning to the unexplained phenomenon that swept the earth.
They were like digging or something, and they break into this natural phenomenon. It's like
You are a legitimate phenomenon.
现象。
Philosopher.
Philosopher.
Down through the centuries, the notion that life is wrapped in a dream has been a pervasive theme of philosophers and poets.
My freshman philosophy professor assigned this exercise in forward thinking.
So anyway, right, this philosopher, he wasn't sure if he was like a butterfly or a human. So, how when the philosopher guy woke up, how do you know he wasn't a butterfly?
Will I be known as the philosopher, the warrior, the tyrant?
哲学家。
Philosophical.
Philosophical.
All sorts of philosophical type questions, about the nature of self, about the existence of a soul,
Depressing philosophical bullshit.
Still, it's easy to be philosophical when it's some other poor cunt with shite for blood.
They'll tell you a little about philosophical method.
what? No philosophical comeback for me?
哲学的。
Philosophy.
Philosophy.
That'd be philosophy, and I'm a simple guy. Marla's philosophy of life was that she might die at any moment.
Philosophy, democracy.
Philosophy of religion.
哲学。
Phone.
Phone.
And it was like a half an hour before I realized he wasn't even on the phone anymore.
No emails, no phone numbers, not even name.
Not staple a photo of her tits to a pole with her phone number beneath it like your wife told her to.
So, do you have his address, phone number?
So, Frank and Alice wanted me to tell you they're still outside making phone calls.
电话，打电话给，打电话。